If you look in my videos, you can see on Mother's Day, I purchased, actually I should say lease, just so you know everybody understands, I leased a Cadillac SRX. This was the Cadillac SRX. Back then, the one thing that I felt that they got right with this car was the fact that they had a 3.6 liter V6, and I felt that that was a pretty strong enough engine to drive this car around. You never really felt like it was slow. It was a very comfortable ride. The suspension was good. They got a lot of things about the SRX right. The only problem was not enough headroom. It was also a smaller car. So what they did was, in order to address probably people who said, hey, this SRX is too small, I need something bigger, but I don't want to buy an Escalade. What they did was they basically created the XT5. I've probably made videos like this before because I think I test drove the XT5 and I made a video about the safety technology. But basically the XT5 is a bigger version of the exact same thing. And I have to say, GM got a lot right when they made this, because now they have more headroom. It's a slightly bigger car. The second row is bigger. They've stretched this wheel. If you look at this wheel right here, they stretched this wheel back a little bit, and they give you a lot more space now. Now, this was the SRX, but what they did was it looks a little bit less small now. It's a little bit bigger, and it's bigger where it counts. That second row, more space. The headroom, definitely more space. So I'm much more comfortable in the XT5 than I was with the SRX. Like if I had to do a road trip and I wanted to take a car that was going to get decent miles to a gallon, I would end up probably taking the SRX or the XT5 rather than driving like a Mopar product, because obviously you only get 9 miles to a gallon. Even though I would prefer my Jeep more than driving, a Cadillac. The thing about it is this car gets 3 times the gas mileage I'd be getting on a highway with the Jeep SRT. Yeah, and the funny thing is, it's like the foreign cars, like the German cars, they're not making anything that exciting right now, They really aren't.
They're making cars like they used to.
They're boring. They're boring.
They're making sporty, light, agile cars. They all keep doing the same.
Yeah, same engines. Nope. I drove this, but you know what's funny? This car costs as much as my Hellcat. What's up, cuz? I'm waiting. I'm gonna talk to you when you're done with your guy. How you been?
How you doing?
Pretty good. I like the CTS-V more. It's just that this is like half the price, damn near, Yeah. Yeah. I kind of like the CT6 hybrid. I kind of like that. Like I drove it, the CT6 hybrid, the one, but they're building it in China, they ship it over. I like the hybrid more because you can plug it in. No? You never drove the Tesla?
I drove the Tesla.
But did you drive the ludicrous mode? Did you drive ludicrous mode? The ludicrous mode Tesla Model S. Did you ever drive that?
I probably have.
No, that thing is insane. It's fast as hell. I like.
I drove a 650S, a black edition GTR.
A McLaren 650S?
Yeah. Drove a 720S. I'm racing. I work for Cloud9.
For who?
Cloud9.
Cloud9. All right.
Legendary Motorsport.
Yeah, I've been pretty fortunate to be able to, because this is like the 6th SRT I've had, but I've been pretty fortunate to be able to get these, fast cars and stuff like that. But it's like, even me, it's like eventually you want something electric, because the thing about it is, you get 9 miles to a gallon long enough, you get bored with that,
Corvette. We have a fully electric Corvette.
I don't do Corvettes. I don't even think I could fit in one.
Tesla Roadster is ridiculous.
Yeah, I think that's going to be a big thing when that one comes out.
I think the semi-truck is going to be bigger.
Well, yeah, Walmart ordered like 20 of them, I think, already, as soon as they saw it. So, yeah, I think we're going to get one of these. Like, the SRX is going back. I think we're going to end up getting an XT5 or a CT6. Yeah. No, I like it. I like the SRX. It's just that the way they redesigned this, they made it bigger. I like that. Yeah, they did a really good job putting these things together now. Yeah. Yep, so this is probably the next car we get.
They did up the interior and pretty much everything real good.
Oh, no, they did a great job. They did a great job on this. I'm going to probably get a red one just like that one that's coming in right now. Because the SRX that I got was it was like, what was it, emerald red or crystal red or something? Yeah. Yeah, I like they raised the roof. That was a great idea here. Now, they raised the roof in here because the SRX, I didn't sit as comfortably, but they definitely made these big, they made them more spacious.
Well, they pulled the wheels back too, so it gave you more interior.
More backseat, yeah. Yeah, you can see it.
Those seats actually slide and everything.
Yeah, I like this. I like this a lot better. The XT5. There's a blue one right there. Yeah. You know, it's all of these cars, it's like all these crossovers, these things are very, very similar because they all have like V6 engines. You know, it's like in order to stand up, you have to do something different. Like you gotta have a plug-in or something. You know, you have to stand up just a little. Yeah, and so they all have the caramel, white, and cream interiors. You know, your typical econo car that you pay $50,000 for, pay about $400 or something like that per month, $400 or $500 a month econo box. You know, and the sad thing is, GM should have made an XT5 V Series. Like, if they had made the V Series and they put the engine from this ATS in it, that would have been smoking. This is CTS over there, I'm pretty sure. And this is CT6 here with the mocha interior of some type. $60,000, $56,695. Mm-hmm. There's a Cadillac Escalade right here, and as you can see, this is the Q system virtual gauge cluster here. I think this is a brand new 2018 model virtual gauge cluster up to 160 miles per hour. This is the Q system. They haven't given it the touchpad yet like the Cadillac CT6 has. This one still uses the old Q system that has like that powered lift system right here in order for you to store your cell phone and your, what is it called, your CDs. Everybody loves CDs apparently. Heated seats, cooled. Well, this is actually heat for the backrest, and then this is heat for the seat rest. Now, my thing is, you know, I guess some people don't like their back and their ass being heated simultaneously, but me, I've gotten used to just turning on one and both of them come on. And then, oddly enough, the heat button gives you the back and the seat option. Meanwhile, this option for the ventilated seat is just one option. I think that's kind of interesting. I'm surprised there's not a choice between the back. See, it kind of would have made more sense, and you probably agree with me, that you should have the heat and the cooling. You should basically only have two buttons. Heating and cooling is an option here. Heating and cooling is an option here. So what I'd probably do is I'd have put the icon there, but on either side of the icon, I'd have heat and cool, heat and cool. This way, you don't need this one. But, you know, apparently maybe that's just how the pads are set up or whatever. So, you know, this is exactly what you expect out of any of the Cadillacs. I also like the fact that you've got the button right here to pull up and down your pedals. Some cars don't have adjustable pedals, which is kind of odd, but some cars just don't have it. Pop out glove box. And then you have your lane avoidance and all that. You have your parking emitter, your sound emitter. You get to turn it on, get to turn it off. And this one right here actually has TVs. This one has TVs in the headrests. You know, that whole TV in the headrest shit is dead, but I have to say the interior looks great on these Escalades. Interior is pretty. This thing is huge. Like I could sit in this thing all day long. It's like a hotel room. These things are gigantic. And then this one has the white interior. And these things are so big, it's ridiculous. These things are McLarge huge. McLarge huge. And see, here's the thing. You could tell it's older technology because they haven't integrated the televisions in as well as a lot of the newer cars are. But it still works. I mean, you know, it's a television. Your child, your spoiled brat child is not going to complain that that the fit and finish of his car isn't as nice as he'd want it to be. You know, because he's a child and they don't get to make the rules. You pay the car note, they just sit in it. This third row right here. Not a lot of leg space for the third row, but it's good enough for children. This third row was specifically designed to be folded. It's nice. See, this is the seat back. Car I was just looking at. So you have a USB input. It's kind of like being in. It's kind of like what you'd see in like a small airplane. USB input, all that. You know, to keep the kids playing video games and stuff instead of reading books. Nobody reads books anymore, apparently. USB and what is it? Wireless charging here. To tell you the truth, the Navigator has the nicer, obviously the up-to-date interior design, but I have to say when it comes to actually sitting in this thing, I actually prefer the cut of, I prefer the shape and my comfort. I prefer to sit in the Cadillac Escalade than the new Navigator. But the Navigator is obviously more modern. It's got the more modern technology. It's more up-to-date basically. And there's that Q system, digital dash. Looks good. Looks good. Have your USB charging wirelessly here. In fact, if I can get something like that, if I can get one of those specifically that'll fit in a Jeep Grand Cherokee, I would definitely get that because I have the iPhone X. The iPhone X supports wireless charging. But my thing is, if it's easier to plug it into the power wire and it charges faster, I'd rather just do that. So, beautiful, typical materials. White is the new interior color. Everybody wants white. This looks good. Looks really good. So this is a red Cadillac XT5. Crystal red, I believe the color code is. Base price $48,695. Total price $53,295, and that's with a $350 spare tire, $185 cargo mats, $1,222 for the Red Passion tent coat, and the Cadillac user experience navigation's $1,075. Now, they don't charge more for interior cream colors, so the interior is, you know, it's pretty much like one of their standard colors. There's no major dealer add-ons to this color right here. And this is the Ultra View roof, so that people in the back seat don't get claustrophobic. And I gotta thank Apple for making the iPhone X so that I can shoot videos in 4K 60 frames per second. And more than likely, this is gonna be the next car that I lease from Cadillac. And yes, I'm going to do a lease, and the reason why is because they keep obsoleting the old technology so quickly, and they keep on coming up with new stuff, and I don't like getting caught with old stuff. There's a different red. There's a darker red, but this right here is not actually red. This more looks like a plum. It looks like a burgundy. Now, I don't know what they call it until I actually look at the code on the side of the car. But it's a really nice color, and it pretty much, as you can see, has the same exact, basically the same exact interior materials. They've really done a good job with the new colors and with the new interiors. But basically, this one is $49,960. This is a front-wheel drive, so it's missing about $2,000 worth of all-wheel drive as the option. And the color that this is, I'm looking for the color. The color of this is, what color is this? I don't see a color code. I see the warranty, but I don't see a color code. I know it's probably on their website, but I don't, oh, it's called Deep, the exterior is called Deep Amethyst Metallic. And the interior is called Sahara Beige Jet Black. I'm not sure which part is jet black. I guess they're talking about the trim of the dashboard, since they have a multi-piece. So this is called, once again, this is called Deep Amethyst Metallic. Deep Amethyst Metallic. Deep Amethyst Metallic. It's different. It's like if you want something that's different on the road, that's very, very different. It's a very different color here. But I would have to say that the red is probably the more long-term desirable. And even this red, and I guess it's because it's dirty right now, this red doesn't shine like this XTS's red does, but I think it's the same type of red. This is a nice shiny red. It's called this is called Red Horizon. This must be a new color. Red Horizon tint coat. This is called Red Horizon. This is some damn red right here. This is quite red. Very, 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 very nice. So basically, that's what I'm looking at. I have to take back the Cadillac SRX. So either I'd be getting a XT5 or I'd be getting an XTS. And this is the new XTS.